Hello pool players, Ron here. I'm going to show you a quick way for you to learn how to aim with spin. That's a 3 1/8 inch reduced pocket. Look at your line going in. I'm going to use top right, which is inside spin, and that gives a lot of players grief, but you can learn quickly how to do this with this exercise I'm about to share. Now the key is we need to go from both sides of the table. One side is going to be easier for you than the other. Once again, look at the line going in. Step around slowly. Good pre-shot routine, top inside spin. Okay, now let's take a look at the layout and how you guys can learn that as well. So let's check it out. To begin our exercise, our object ball will be placed at 3 different locations as we experiment. We will also be locating our cue ball to 4 different locations throughout the exercise. We are going to start out with a very close shot, and incrementally we'll move back from there. Also, all shots will be executed with inside top. Here's some advice that'll help you out. Notice that I'm lining up the shot going into the corner pocket, and then I step slowly around to my cue ball so I can visualize the cut angle. Next, we've moved the object ball back 1 position. As you perform this exercise, make sure that you stroke smoothly. Do not jab or poke at the cue ball. And once again, I've lined up the shot and I step slowly around so that I can feel the ghost ball aim point. Now we've moved the object ball to the spot. The nice thing about this exercise, we are leaving the cue ball in the first position while we move the object ball back each increment. By doing this, this trains our eye for the ghost ball position as we execute with inside spin. As you see me slip down into the shot here, once you're down, your body alignment has already made the shot even though you haven't pulled the trigger. So now we have completed the first position and we've moved the cue ball back to the second position. For each increment we've moved the cue ball back, we'll go through the same shot routine as we just completed. I'd like to share something with you at this point. What I noticed when I was first trying to apply inside spin is that I would miss quite often. So what I started to do was to perform this type exercise where I incrementally executed shots as I experimented with different English. What I had discovered was that I was squirting the cue ball away from my ghost ball position. This was caused by overstroking my shots. Once I started to smooth the cue ball into the object ball, I didn't squirt the cue ball near as much and I started pocketing more shots. This can only be discovered as you perform an exercise like this where you're constantly experimenting to figure out what's going on physics-wise. Another thing I'd like to point out, even though I'm using inside English with this video, you as a player are not tied to just using this inside spin. For instance, you could run outside spin, draw spin, inside follow, or anything you can imagine in an experiment. The main takeaway is that you're incrementally moving the cue ball to another location. No matter what English you use, as long as you're experimenting, you're going to gain valuable knowledge, which makes you a stronger player. It should be noted that as you perform this exercise, do not get discouraged if you miss shots. It's the misses that actually teach us the most. I look at it that way, and it helps me stay positive, and then I also digest the feedback per the missed shots so I can make adjustments to correct any issues I might have. I want to point out here that as I bring the cue ball further back away from the object ball, the degree of difficulty is greater. This is why I like an incremental type exercise. It challenges us with tougher and tougher shots as we progress through the exercise. The most difficult shot from position 4 is to shoot the spot shot with inside spin all the way from the kitchen. What makes it difficult is to predict the squirt plus the swerve that it takes to get back to the ghost ball position. These next shots are going to be shot with pace. When we stroke with more speed through the cue ball, we must aim for a more full hit. As you'll discover when you try this exercise, you'll notice that there's a lot more squirt on the cue ball when we hit with more pace. Without a doubt, this incremental, systematic approach to practicing English has helped me to grow more quickly as a player. If you too would like to expedite your growth in the game, add this to your practice session. I hope you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. I'll answer everyone. Thanks for watching, and once again, like I always say, keep on practicing.